Coach, congrats on the win. That's a huge win for your club, isn't it?
Really important win for our team. We had moments in the game that were really positive. We had some other moments where we were back on our heels and hanging on as much as you don't want to. And then a real important goal and a big timely one for Connor Walton's first OHL goal.
So let's talk about that for a second. How happy are you for Connor to get his first?
Yeah, it's terrific. I mean, he's really improved a lot here in the last couple of months. I think he's got a real long stick. He does have more puck skills than maybe he even wants to admit. But he's really growing and developing into a real reliable OHL player. He kills penalties for us. He's got a long stick. He's got a pretty good brain in the defensive zone. And he has shown some spurts in the offensive zone as well, just jumping in certain situations throughout different games. The goal tonight is just a matter of getting pucks through quickly. And sometimes when, something we certainly work on a lot, it doesn't have to necessarily be hard or a perfect shot. If the other team is not set, it could go in, it could create a rebound, create some chaos. And it was, as I said, it was a really, really important goal for our team.
Liam Greentree had another 3-point night. Just talk about his importance to the team.
Oh, he's spectacular. I mean, I have no doubts he'll be walking on stage in June, and he's terrific. I can't say enough good things about him. He competes, he's deceptive, he's skilled, he shows up in crunch time, he's got the clutch gene. He's a terrific player, and he's a guy that I'm obviously happy is on our team, and a bunker guy, so to speak, that you'd want to go into battle with because he's going to give you everything he's got. He loves hockey. You have to kick him off the ice at the end of practice, and it shows. He's excited when he's on the ice, and that excitement and that energy, I think it filters through our entire team.
Thought you got a great goaltending performance tonight too from Joey. How important was that?
Joey was really confident tonight. He looked great from the start of the game, just the way he was catching pucks, the way he was, even just his body language after whistles. Like he just felt in control all night long, and he was terrific. We struggled, I thought, especially in the second period, bits in the third, and I thought Joey really locked it down for us.
You're never going to control the games for a full 60 minutes, right? It seemed like the game had a playoff-type atmosphere to it. Did it for you on the bench?
I think so. I mean, for us, extremely important game because it's when you have to try to win in regulation. They're a team holding down the last playoff spot. Trying to get that win in regulation time was really important. The other team's allowed to make plays in a hockey game as well too, and they did that. We took some punches, and I thought we showed some pretty good resiliency and mental toughness to hang in there and, execute under pressure in a big spot with a couple minutes left in the game to go up. And then I thought we did a really good job with the goalie out, defending in our own zone, getting the puck out, playing down in their zone a little bit, and then obviously getting the empty net goal was certainly made the last 30 seconds a lot more relaxed.
Points in 5 straight games. What do you feel like you're building here?
Building a level of consistency. It's something that we've talked about right from taking over is you're not going to get out of this in one weekend. We've tripped a few times, but we've constantly tried to get better, focus on areas that we can improve upon. And I think if we keep focusing on the process, we're going to find ourselves in a spot where we're fighting for a playoff spot. And that's certainly what our goal is here, and I know the guys are starting to believe it a little bit more. We mentioned with Joey with the confidence. We've certainly had our confidence tested many times throughout the season, but with each game that you play against good opponents and you hang in, you give yourself an opportunity to win. When you start finding ways to consistently get points, it's the quickest way to get up the standing. We've talked about needing to string together wins and points, and disappointed to lose a couple of those games in overtime, but the fact that we've still collected points this many, that's exactly what we wanted to do coming into the new year here.
Over the last month or so, you've seen a little more success on the road. Now you're heading the road for 2 notoriously tough arenas. What's a message to the players in order to keep building that consistency?
Yeah, it's focusing on the same process. I mean, I've certainly heard some of these stories about the rinks being difficult. For me, it's new. Obviously, we had one trip to Erie so far this year. But that scar tissue, I guess, is not necessarily something that I've experienced yet. So we're just going to go in and approach it like we have the last 14 games here now, where we're going to focus on what we think we need to do to be successful. We're going to ice a team that we think is competitive enough, and we're going to try and be mentally tough and resilient enough to go in and get another really important win.
Hi, I'm Dan Gemus, CEO of the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team. When you think real estate in Windsor and Essex County, think of the Dan Gemus Team. We're here to help every step of the way. Learn more at dangemus.com.
Joey, congratulations on the win, a 34 save performance. Just tell us about the game, how you saw it from your view tonight.
Yeah, I thought we played well for the most part. We had a couple of defensive lapses, but, those are things we could work on, and, it's a plus because, we're only going to get better from here. So I thought we played well tonight, and that was a big win for our hockey club.
I thought you were outstanding, especially in that first period. I thought you made some big saves, but throughout the game you made some big saves. Just talk about your play in general.
Yeah, I think at the start of the year I felt like I was chasing the puck a bit. Lately I've just been trying to take a little pressure off myself. I feel like I've been playing more to my strengths, doing the best I can, and really I feel a lot better these days.
How do you do that? How do you change that? Is that a mental? Is that physical? Is it both?
Yeah, I think it's definitely both. I think I've been putting extra hours at the rink. I always do my best to be first one in, last one out. And just on the mental side of things, I got to give it to my mental instructor, Pete Fry. I've been working closely with him over the last couple months, and that's also been a big help.
It's a huge win for you guys, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, biggest one of the year so far. Hopefully we get a few more of those down the stretch.
Was that talked about a lot before the game? The so-called 4-point game against a team you're trying to chase in the States?
Yeah, of course. I feel like a lot of guys have had this circle for a while. But at the end of the day, it's the same jersey every night on our side. So we're not going to approach it any differently, but we all know what's up for stakes.
It's goalie appreciation night at the game, and you put on quite a show. Do you feel appreciated?
Yeah, it was great. It was a fun night. Something very unique, but something very cool. So I feel appreciated, yes.
Have you ever done a ceremonial face-off before?
Not other than the one last year, but they're definitely cool, and I'm looking forward to doing more in the future. So I liked it.
That's great.
Over the last month or so, you and Ian Micheloni have been kind of going back and forth. Talk about the relationship between the two of you.
Yeah, definitely Ian's a great guy. He's been a great partner to me. Obviously I want the net every night, but at the end of the day, he's going to say the same thing, right? And we push each other, but at the same time, we're both great friends. He's a great teammate to me. I try to be the best teammate I can to him as well. So he's a great guy, great teammate, even better person. So, we push each other, and Ian's great.
You're never too old to play in the mud. The only thing that changes are the toys.
Connor, congratulations on the win and your first career OHL goal. How does it feel to get your first one out of the way?
It feels awesome. You're in the locker room, you're just waiting, right? You're just waiting. You see guys around you, you're so happy for them, and just waiting for your time. Took a nice little 4-iron from the blue line and went in. So I was very happy with it.
So let's talk about the play. The puck comes back to the point. You knew you were going to fire it right away? Is that?
Oh yeah. I mean, I saw Abraham draw 2 guys to his man. My guy was nowhere to be seen. Casey said fire pucks on net. So didn't matter how hard it was, just put it on net. They go in.
Did you see it go in?
I did. Right over his glove, thankfully.
Where's the puck?
It's in my stall. I'm framing that thing in about 20 years. My kids are hearing about a one-timer from the bar down from the slot or something. Yeah.
So when you haven't scored, are you thinking about, oh man, I got to get this goal? Do you put pressure on yourself that way?
A lot of guys say that they don't. I mean, it's always in the back of your mind, but you can't. You can't think about it too much, or fumble it or overthink it. But no, you can't. You got to be free with your game, and when it comes, it comes. And you can't force it to come, but you can make plays to put you in better situations.
And it came as the game winner tonight. How huge is it to get the win?
We needed it. I'm glad it was me, but it could have been anybody. I just wanted the 2 points, and I was very happy. To get the game winner, it's always a great feeling.
Yeah, just talk about the atmosphere in the room and how much this win gives you some confidence.
Oh, it's awesome, especially when the past 2 games we go into leads with the third period, and we don't blow it, but we lose in overtime. We're 3-0-2 in our last 5, but it was great. The boys were so happy, we're coming in the room, everybody's got a smile on their face, the energy's up. There's a clear difference in the room when you're winning and losing.
And a packed house tonight too. That had to feel good to score in front of everyone.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. And the loudest guys are on the bench. Like, yeah, you could just tell. It was awesome. We have a great group here, so.
So you head to on the road now with this win, points in 5 straight. What will be the message as you travel to Erie and Niagara this weekend?
They're good teams. We need some points off them, and just play our game. We're playing really well right now. The special teams are clicking, and just keep being physical, keep doing stuff like that. Yeah.
Thanks, Connor. Congrats.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dan Gemus, CEO of the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team. When you think real estate in Windsor and Essex County, think of the Dan Gemus Team. We're here to help every step of the way. Learn more at dangemus.com.